Hey everybody, I hope you're having a great evening. So my husband and I did a really late workout. So he ran on, what'd you just do? He's been doing a 5K for the last how many days?
This is
Day 5. 5Ks in 5 days. I tried my very first Peloton bike workout. Some of you have been asking about the protein that we drink. So he's making one right now. Yes, it's 10 o'clock at night. I'm not drinking one, but he is. So he's drinking a Keto OS Pro. It's a dairy-free dark chocolate. All we do, I make a little bit of a different version. So there's dairy-free and there's one that has like a whey protein. Where's mine? I drink this one. He does dairy-free, but I drink this one. And I mix it with like some almonds, some peanut butter, or yep.
It'll be loud.
Okay. That's what he's making. So as you're tuning in, hey, we're gonna talk. Hold on. We're gonna talk really quick. You're fine. Blend it up, right? We did a really late workout, but we also slept in a little bit late today. So my kids are getting ready for bed. It's a Friday night. What are you doing on this Friday night? So we're gonna talk real quick in the conversation of the evening. You can't see me. Last time. Who is a Pelotoner out there? You guys, I'll be real honest with you. I am not a huge, I don't even know if sweater is a word. I don't sweat very much, probably because I don't push myself to the max. So here's the deal. Let me back up real quick. My name is Stephanie. Welcome to the KetoMOM page. If you're brand new, post new below, and where are you tuning in from? So for the last 2 weeks, we were in Minnesota. Now we're in Kentucky. We were catching up on sleep. We were in Vegas last week. It was crazy. We've just had a lot of stuff going on, and my workouts have been ridiculously slacking. So we just got done working out, and I tried the Peloton for the first time, and I'm super sweaty. So I've taken spin classes before. Who likes spin? And I actually never sweat, mainly because I didn't push myself, but this one actually made me sweat, but it was actually really fun. Not that they're not fun. It was just different. And you're really sweaty, babe. You're so sweaty. So, okay, we're going to dive into the conversation of, and then I'll let you go because it's Friday night. I'm sure you're all super busy. Hey, lazy keto versus like a low carb or a strict keto. And all I want to give you is just a kind of a quick visual of what that looks like. So,
what do you need?
I was going to maybe grab a whiteboard, but I don't know if I have one around here. And plus, it'll be backwards anyways, so it's fine. Okay, you know what I could do?
Want some essential tools? Like a lighter.
A lighter? Okay. So think about this if you're taking notes. A strict ketogenic diet. What that means is, right, you're hoping that your body will create ketones. So if you do a very strict keto diet, it might take a few days to even a week or two for your body to make ketones. People might be like, some of you on here are like, what in the world? What is this? Some of you are vegan. I talked to a lot of people that are Whole30. A lot of you drink ketones, but you do more of a lifestyle. You just eat healthy. Wherever you're at, I just want to give you an understanding. So if you are doing a strict keto diet, approximately 80% fat, 15% protein, 5% carbs, okay? That's approximations.
That just sounds tough.
Well, you did that. My husband did that for a long time, just so you know. So if your goal is to do, I feel like this is so dark on my head, isn't it? Probably because I have a hat on. Can you see my head? Okay. I can't put it on backwards.
Over the top.
Well, I have my ponytail.
Oh, she's strictly business now, everyone.
How's that? Can you see me? Okay, this is business. Are you ready? This is like my business face and my workout face. Okay. Now you're scrunching down my forehead. So this is like your macro. Oh, okay. You've got a pie chart. If you're tracking your food in a Fitness Pal or a carb counter, my husband did this for years. He used to weigh everything he ate. He used to put it on a little weigh thing. He would track all of it. At the end of the day, it would give him a little chart, right? And it would kind of look like this. The black shaded in part was his carbs, okay? So these were his carbs. This was his protein, and this was the big fat F, fat. So if you're doing a strict ketogenic diet, you have 80% fat, 70 to 80% fat, 75, 80%, 15% protein. I feel like my nose is running from working out. It's probably sweat because I was so sweaty. And 5% carbs, okay? So 5%. I want to give you, so this is called a strict keto diet. So what does that look like? That may mean you are tracking your food, you're weighing everything out, you're pricking your finger to make sure your body's making ketones. Ketones are a fuel source. So a lot of you go, well, why do I want ketones anyways? Ketones are a clean fuel. Your body runs off of glucose or your body runs off of ketones, okay? And it can be a dual fuel system. So that's kind of the overview of a strict keto diet. And it takes days or a week. It took my husband like 2 weeks. I remember the very first time he was doing this, it was like 7 years ago, to get his body into ketosis. And I was like, you crazy. We have 4 girls. We homeschool. Back then when he started this lifestyle, it was actually a diet for him because I was not joining him. Die as in diet, because he kept not failing. But how many of you have done the diet and have fallen off?
Do you remember why?
Don't you dare lie to me, because I talked to so many of you and you're like, I did it a year ago. I did great and gained all my weight back. Just so you know, this is what happens. The diet or the lifestyle has nothing to do with you gaining your weight back. I hear people always like blaming the diet or the lifestyle. You guys, the only way that you gain weight is the food that you put in your mouth, right? And so oftentimes people go, well, I gained weight when I stopped doing that. Well, you gained weight because you didn't have something to help you stay on track, right? You didn't have ketones preserve muscle. Ketones help with appetite. Ketones help with cravings. Ketones help with energy and so many things. So if your body is making ketones, you're eventually going to feel great, but it might take a while. When you're doing this lifestyle, especially if it's a strict keto diet, right? You need a lot of water and a lot of electrolytes because your body's flushing those out. So that's kind of the strict keto diet. Does that make sense? As you're tuning in, where are you tuning in from? Where is your journey at so far? And press the share button below, because sharing is caring, and you are not the only person that is on this journey, right? Tag a friend. Tag somebody you know that's on this journey that might need a little bit of a boost, right? We're better together. Okay, let's talk about this lazy keto. Okay, lazy keto. I kind of consider lazy keto and low carb the same. Some people do not. I like to categorize it as you're either a strict keto or you're kind of a lazy keto, low carb, or there's one more word for it. Dirty keto. I don't like that name. Do you like that?
No.
I don't even like lazy keto because I don't feel like any of you are lazy. If you've decided to make a lifestyle choice, it's not lazy at all. You've actually taken control of your life. So maybe we should try to rephrase this or rename this. We'll think about it, okay? Because I don't think any of you are lazy. So I would say this, a low carb, lazy until we rename it lifestyle, is going to be a little different. So let's say, and if you're doing it this way, the likelihood of your body making ketones, you're probably not making ketones. You might be making a very low number. So for example, when my husband was eating a strict keto diet, he would prick his finger, track his blood meter. He'd have a blood meter. You can get it off Amazon. I don't have a link. He uses like a Mojo one. Just go get one off of Amazon. Mojo, that's funny, isn't it?
Busy keto.
Busy keto. Hey, do you guys have any ideas? We should
laid back keto.
Laid back keto, whatever. So he would prick out his finger. He would get to his numbers. A blood meter's best. Pee strips. The longer you eat low carb, the longer you eat keto, the less likely those pee strips are going to be accurate. So stop peeing on the strip. You're fine. If you want to give yourself a peace of mind.
Why shouldn't you pee on the strip?
You can pee off the strip.
No, because you could piss it.
Don't do that. Don't say that. We don't like the word piss. Pee.
I know,
have
but
4 girls.
It's as dirty as our jokes get around here.
You guys want a funny joke? Why did the tomato blush? Why?
I don't know.
He saw the lettuce dressing. I heard that at Costco today. The guy told me. I've got one more. You want to hear it?
Oh my.
Why did Frosty the Snowman get kicked out of Costco today? The guy told the girl this. You want to know why?
That's a good one.
He was picking his nose out in the carrot section. Oh, he's picking his nose in the carrot section. He was picking his nose in the carrot section. Isn't that funny? That's all I've got.
We got to start every live with a joke.
I know. Isn't that funny? I thought those were funny. That's what you get when you go to Costco. We went today. We got a lot of stuff. I have a video to share with you. I just didn't make it. So it's sitting on my phone.
That's funny.
Okay. A low carb, busy, lazy, dirty, keto, whatever you want to call it. All this means is you're being mindful. I don't even have to draw this out because most of you aren't tracking your food. So let's talk about this for a second, okay? I'm going to give you a visual. So your goal is this. If your goal is to eat better without tracking your food, if you're going to be strict keto, you're going to have to track it, right? You're going to have to track MyFitnessPal, something for a little bit so you get your body making ketones. If your goal is to eat better, then this is what you're going to do. If you're just hopping on, guess what? You just missed 2 funny jokes. Go back and watch it. Where are you tuning in from? And press the share button below because you are not going to want to miss this. So, okay. So for example, my goal in the beginning was, I was like, I'm not going to eat keto, but I'll eat better. So I said, I'll get rid of the cereal. So breakfast was 2 options. I either intermittent fast and you can drink your coffee, turn your coffee into not sugary coffee, or I would eat bacon, eggs, or sausage, like a protein and a fat, some little bit of avocado. That's what my breakfast is. Okay. Intermittent fasting, a low carb breakfast. Then when I got breakfast under control, because it was still low carb, I wasn't strict keto, I wasn't tracking everything, I jumped to lunch. I took the buns off my burgers, the bread off my sandwiches, I grabbed a lettuce wrap, the croutons off my salad. I put the dressing on the side, or we would just kind of munch on veggies and different things, or a meat or salmon. So like we keep it so simple. So guess what? I got rid of the pasta and the potatoes and the bread. So that's a low carb option. For dinner, all we did was we got rid of the pasta, the potatoes, and added more meats and salads. You guys, we've kept it so simple. So if you go like this, I didn't snack because I was having a little bit of avocado. I like almonds. I might have a little bit of cheese. Don't overdo the cheese, please. It will plug you up. And for you women out there, I'm just going to let you know very clearly. If you are like, I've hit a plateau, I don't know why I can't see these inches lost, or it's been 3 weeks and it's not moving. Well, first of all, the scale is not your whole indicator. If you tell me that you've lost inches, guess what? I'm going to say, good for you. The scale doesn't matter. But the first question I'm going to ask you is, how much dairy are you eating? Because oftentimes you are drinking that heavy cream like it's going out of business, and you were eating those fat bombs like they're M&Ms, and you're eating cheese for every treat. Too much dairy.
It's so true. They should comment any questions they have down below.
If you've got questions, comment them below.
Got a funny joke for you all.
Do you have a funny joke?
I got a funny joke.
Do you guys want another funny joke? So low carb is being mindful. Lazy keto, dirty keto. It's approximately 1 second. Can you hold the joke for 1 second?
I can barely hold it.
Hold it.
Okay.
Approximately, some people say 70 carbs or under. I'd say about 50 to 60 carbs or under. And if the tip is to flip. If you're flipping over the foods that you're going to eat, maybe that low carb keto snack or that low carb keto cookie or bar, flip it over and add the carbs in your head. Okay. My husband has a joke for you. Do you want to hear it?
Honey.
Do you want to?
Why do hamburgers go to the gym?
Why do hamburgers go to the gym? Why do hamburgers go to the gym?
To get better buns.
To get better buns. But we are no buns here, so you should find a keto.
Oh, got it.
You should find a keto.
It was
joke.
so funny though.
Okay, that is funny. Okay, so I hope that's clear. So are you more of a busy, lazy, dirty, low carb keto, where you make the better choices knowing that you might not have a really high number of ketones in your system? So just so you're very well aware, my husband would prick his finger when he was very strict keto and get his number to be like a 1.2. That's good. You want it to at least a 0.5. That means you're getting to the point where your body has some ketones in it. You might feel a little bit burst of energy, or like long sustained energy. Even when you're doing low carb or under a certain amount, you might get it to like a 0.5 or a 0.8. He would get his number up higher when he started drinking ketones. You guys, I didn't start this journey until I was drinking ketones, just so you know. If you are brand new to this page, you're like, what in the world is that? If you are not brand new, you know I share ketones all the time. I drink them every single day. Why are you laughing?
I got another
Hey,
joke.
and really quick, before we dive into a couple other, if you have questions, post them below. But I just want to make sure, either way is fine. Just so you know, this is not a one size fits all. Some people prefer to be super strict. Some people can count net carbs. Some people have to count total carbs. So I shared a visual the other day. If you take something and flip it over, I'm looking for something. I don't have anything around me.
What are you looking for?
I don't know. I was going to show them like carbs. If you flip something over and let's say it says, hey, I'm going to show you this. Let's say it says 10 carbs. Okay. 10 carbs. Let's say that's 1 for you, but it's a 10. Okay. Let's say it says 10 carbs. Okay. 10. I can't write carbs backwards. Is it this way?
Oh, that's really good. Look at you did
10 carbs. Did I do it?
So close. No,
Is that a D or a
right.
B?
That's right.
My screen.
That's
if it
so
says
great.
10 carbs, let's say you have let's say 5 of them is fiber, and let's say there's a sugar alcohol in there, okay? Let's say two. Let's say there's 2 sugar alcohols. A sugar alcohol would be like erythritol, xylitol. It's like a sweetener. You can actually take these 2, go up to the 10, and you can subtract this, and it technically gives you 3 net carbs, okay? So if you're counting in your, is that backwards? Oh, no, oops, the 3 goes this way. Wait, which way do you really do a 3? Okay. I think I did the 2.
These are some funny jokes.
Does that look right? Okay, so
Whoa,
you take total carbs. You take total carbs minus fiber minus sugar alcohol. You get 3 net carbs. That's some skill, you guys. Serious skill.
That's pretty impressive.
So some of you can handle doing net. Everybody's bodies are different. Some of you can handle counting your carbs with net carbs. My husband is the opposite. He eats mainly carnivore. Now he's been drinking some dairy-free ketones or dairy-free protein. But he probably has to count total carbs. So there was a little bit of an argument on one of my pictures here. Not argument. There's always some people that
speaking of argument, do you want another joke?
Some people love to give their viewpoint. What I love about this page is it's meant to be an encouragement to you, to help you understand that whether you're low carb keto, strict keto, lazy keto, busy keto, I don't care what you call yourself, you're here because you want better, right? And so if you're not doing it the way I'm not doing it, it's okay because it works for you. So there's things that we can all probably say that work for everybody, right? Like we don't need ice cream. Yeah, I think intermittent fasting is great regardless where you're at on your journey. I think that we could all say that we don't need to eat a whole bunch of dairy because while dairy it's more of a keto option, you can also overdo it. And let's just say that none of us have to eat if we're not hungry, and we probably eat too much out of habit or because the clock tells us to eat. So that's what I would say about all of this, because this is about a journey, and we've been able to do this for 5 years, and I've never felt better. But it's a learning process, and you're going to have to stick with it, and you're going to have to give it time and consistency. Ask questions. That's why we're here. So did you have one more joke before I let everybody go?
Yeah, I mean,
this
one's edgy.
It's not dirty.
No, it's not.
We don't do dirty jokes. Just because you're dirty keto, there are no dirty jokes.
Crispy Scream. That's the name of the guy who wrote it.
So Crispy Scream.
He lost 800 pounds.
Okay, so here's your joke. Are you ready? And then I'll let you go.
I lost 800 pounds.
Who did?
This guy, Crispy Scream.
Okay.
I lost 800 pounds. 7 friends since I started the keto diet.
I don't get it.
It's because all he talked about was the keto diet. He lost his friends because nobody joined him. Oh, never mind. Don't you remember when I started? People see you laugh.
Do you guys ever hear jokes and you're like,
he
lost all of his friends because all he did was talk about the keto. Yeah. Did anybody lose any friends talking about the keto lifestyle? Have you guys lost any friends because people like, I don't want to go out with her. She doesn't eat anything. I don't want her to come to our girls' nights because she's watching me eat those chips. I think in the beginning when we first started this, people thought we were crazy and they didn't like to have us over, right?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, Steve and I love to host things, and I'll tell you this. When we started having parties, we didn't provide the buns for anybody, and eventually people got used to it, but the question was, where are the buns? And I said, if you didn't bring the buns, you're eating the hot dog without the bun, because that's how we do it at our house, and then they just got used to it. This one
says, I had cheese but no crackers. I was crack-a-lackin'.
Okay. Okay, so anyways, it is late. I wanted to give you guys a brief overview of the strict keto, lazy keto, or whatever you want to call it. And know that here's the deal. Whatever works for you, and sometimes you'll ebb and flow. Sometimes you'll be a little bit more strict. Sometimes you won't. I don't track my food, if that's a question, anymore, because I know what I need to eat. And if I eat something outside of that, it'll probably make me feel like garbage. Same with my husband. He knows he's pretty much a carnivore with a little bit of like this chocolate protein that he drinks. Do you eat anything else? Eggs.
Well,
a little bit of dairy, cheese, but not
really. Once in a while,
I
have sushi.
Yeah, we do like sushi. Okay, lastly, for those of you is there any questions? For any of you who have asked about the reboot, tomorrow's the last day to join us on the 60-hour keto reboot. So it's a kit. It's kind of like a fast for 60 hours. So you're not going to eat for 60 hours. It's a little bit more extended than like an intermittent fasting, but you're going to drink everything in the kit. So it's ketones, it's a bone broth, we call it better broth, it's electrolytes, and you're going to reset your metabolism. You are going to truly understand what it feels like to eat out of habit or eat out of, because we're going to walk you through like journaling. What does it look like? What triggers you to eat? The power of the reboot is so much of a mindset, it's crazy. So if you want to join us on the reboot, we start February 16th as a large community. Post reboot below, and I will get back to you. Tomorrow's the last day to grab it. Then you can join us in March. If you want to know exactly how, let me back up.
Justin's down 50 pounds.
Steve's friend Justin's on here. He's down 50 pounds. Probably because him and Steve sometimes battle. Are you down 50 pounds, babe?
If I lost 50 pounds, I'd be smaller than
Me?
pretty darn close.
Okay, lastly, if
I
you
got
want to
14
join
to
us,
go.
if you want to
14.
join us on the, if you're like, there's no way I'm not eating for 60 hours, are you crazy? I get it, because I never would have done that 5 years ago when my husband asked me to do this lifestyle. So we have a cool 10-day challenge, like a 10-day keto challenge, to where we work on intermittent fasting. We're going to team up. We work on intermittent fasting. We work on low-carb meals. You're going to drink ketones for 10 days because that's how I started. It is phenomenal, just so you know. It's a powder. You put it in water. I've drank it for 5 years. If you're like, I'm not going to fast for 60 hours, but I'll join you on the 10-day challenge. There's 2 options. Just post challenge below and you and I will chat. But anyways, I will get back with you and all of your questions. Be watching. We'll do some more lives this weekend. We've got some more recipes to share with you. I actually shared a ton of recipes this last week, so go back and look at all of them, or go to KetoMOM Secrets. It's our blog where we're tracking all of our recipes, so it's easier for you to find. So ketomomsecrets.com has a ton of recipes for you.
Should I tell them why they should do this? This is a cool story you got from this lady.
And do you guys want to hear one more thing?
This is not a joke.
What do you want to hear?
This is serious. So, this is a lady.
Well, why don't you show your face? Why don't you come and talk to them? Because they can't see you. And
Well, I have
sounds
to read
weird.
it.
It's like a ghost in the room, but I don't believe in ghosts, but I'm just letting you know.
I don't like ghosts either.
Well,
I'm
okay,
sweaty.
let's hear.
All right,
Well,
hello world. So this is a
this
fun
is my
story.
husband, and he started this lifestyle, just so you know, it was not me. Yes, men, you can do this.
You can. There's more in you.
Okay,
So
I can't
this
see
is
your face.
This is a fun story. So this lady says, so I was feeling out of energy and I wanted to eat some bad food. So guess what she thought she would do? She thought she would try your mom fuel. She thought she would try some ketones. So she took ketones and bam! All of a sudden, I got energy. I got on the treadmill and burned 439 calories in an hour.
What's her name?
And I felt amazing. I drank it at 3 o'clock. I took a screenshot. I didn't put the person's name on there.
Whoever shared that with us earlier, I'm behind on questions. I'll get back to them tonight before I go to bed. But congratulations! I will tell you this.
What's so cool about that though is look at like that is lifestyle at its finest.
100%.
When I saw that question, I thought that is lifestyle at its finest. So many of you've had the ups and the downs. It's 10 o'clock at night, and
No, it's almost 11.
It's 11:12. I committed to myself I was going to do 56 days straight.
56
of a
days of a 5K. Why did you
every day.
choose 56 days?
Because it's our N8 8-week drink ketones challenge.
we're starting an 8-week drink ketones challenge,
for
by
me,
the way.
is running a 5K lifestyle, but here's what happened. In my mind, I said to myself, I'm not a runner. I can't do that. So the moment that I said I can't, it triggered something. Like I had a light bulb moment, and I would challenge
bury
each and
the
every one of you.
apostrophe T?
I sure did. And I said to myself, I can do this. So how did I do it? One day
This is good.
at a time. And so I would just encourage you that life is too short not to be you need to challenge yourself, because that's the only way you're going to become a better and the best version of yourself. And so what I would encourage you to do is keep tuning in to what Stephanie
This is
does.
really good.
It is.
It tastes like
I was going to share it with you.
tastes
but
like a
then
Wendy's Frosty.
It does. Honestly, it's the most amazing thing. Like, it's worth the workout to eat this. It's 100 calories and it tastes unbelievable. But here's the thing. Like, keep tuning into Stephanie. Trust her. I've seen her physically help thousands of people become the best version of themselves. Guess what? The reboot could be a crazy starting point for some of you.
Keep going, babe.
So
Keep
start with the
going.
5-day.
Just
Start with the
kidding.
10-day challenge.
Yes.
And just watch what happens when you drink ketones daily, you reboot monthly, but here's the kicker. When you commit to somebody who's committed to you for life, that's what makes a lifestyle. That's what changes not just you, but it truly impacts everybody around you.
I mean, his workout
It does.
really lit a fire under your booty.
Just letting you all know. I'm
really
passionate
sweaty.
about this
I
because
can smell him. Smells like a
it
good
smells
sweat.
like Wendy's.
It does.
I'm serious though, because you have to, like Stephanie before the workout, she was kind of frustrated.
I was
She's like,
crabby. Let's just
why
be
is
real."
everybody so selfish? Why is everybody this way, this way, this way?
Listen, I talked to a lot of people all day long, and I had one of those days where it was more negative people than positive people, and sometimes it wears on you.
It sure does.
I said I didn't want to talk to anybody for the rest of the day.
But guess what? She's here. She's playing full out on this Zoom, on this live, because she cares about people. She had a message. She wanted to get it out.
Yes.
For the 300 of you who are still tuned in, and for those of you who've shared, you've tagged a friend, you've commented, it means a lot. Like when she sees hearts, when she sees positivity, it truly does fuel her fire. I've been married to this lovely lady for 15 years, and I still am attempting to figure out what her love language is. I think it comes through all of you. She loves knowing that she's making a difference in each and every one of your lives. But this is what's so crazy is she committed to the workout. She had fun. She did something that she's never done before. But this is the linchpin moment that I've realized that life is too brief, and we were created to make a huge impact on this world. But it starts with you making the right decision every day. And by you inspiring yourself, what happens is it creates a ripple that goes all over in your house,
Right.
in your town, in your community, in your state, around the globe. Because your life matters, your actions, your decisions matter. And so that's what makes a healthy lifestyle.
No, I love that.
I don't care if it's dirty, lazy, anything keto. Create a healthy lifestyle once it happens.
Take serious action. So I'll end it with this. Right before we went to the workout, we watched the movie Harriet Tubman with our daughters, which I will tell you, it was a phenomenal movie, done very, very well. It was a great history lesson for the girls. But something that I thought about watching the Harriet Tubman movie was, she wasn't in it to save the masses. She was, but she wasn't. But she went after one person at a time. And I thought, man, I think oftentimes we can get in our heads about like, I've got to help so many people, or I got to help thousands of people, or, oh, maybe I'm only helping one person. That one person is worth it, right? So it's worth it for us to send this one person on here a message. It's worth it for you to tag that one person you know that truly needs a community. It's worth it for you to tag that one person below. It's worth it for you to share the video because it might reach that one person. I watched that video and I was super inspired because I thought she put herself out there to legitimately change lives, and she did it one person at a time. It was super inspiring. You should seriously watch it. Have your kids watch it. It is very much a family-friendly movie. Nothing super violent in it, don't you think? It was a sad movie, but it was also a reality, and it helped you understand life, and our kids need to know that. So
all night long.
Anyways, we could talk all night long. Yes,
we should do lives on movies.
It was a really good perspective movie. We watch a lot of I like our kids to learn from movies, so we like to watch movies as a family, but I like to pick movies that they're going to learn something from. And so anyways, with that, I hope that you got a little bit more understanding about different ways that you can do keto or low carb, and there's no one size fits all, and it's what's worked best for you, but it's also a long journey. It's a lifestyle, a trial and error, and the only way that you're going to fail is if you quit.
That's good.
The only way that you're going to fail is if you quit, right? So I guess my question to you is, for those of you who've thrown in the towel or thought you did, or like, I'm going to go try something new, or I can't do this, it's not working, I always want you to remind yourself, if you get to that point where you're like, this isn't working, I would say just back up for a second, take a breather, go do a little class on the spin bike like I did tonight to get out all my crabbiness, and go, if I were to be done doing what I'm doing, if I were to be done making the better choices, I know I'm making better choices. I make better choices for breakfast and lunch and dinner. You're doing the same thing. And if you're not seeing the scale move, right, there's other ways to measure that. But my question to you is, are you just going to go back to doing what you were doing? Was that working? If I went back to the way I was eating years ago, it would be living off of what? Frozen pizza, chicken nuggets, corn dogs, Debbie snacks. A lot of mac and cheese.
So true.
A lot of it.
With hot dogs in it.
Yes, with hot dogs. And a lot of frozen pizza. Probably one every day. I could eat a whole pizza by myself. So I always tell people, perspective, please. Like, you're making better food choices. You're drinking more water. You're going for walks. You're doing all of these things. Your body will change, right? But you've got to give it time and consistency and perspective. And a lot of it is up here, because let me tell you, if you don't have this right, you're going to defeat yourself quite quickly, and then you're going to start over next year. So don't let that be you. So with that, I'm going to let you go. If you have questions, please reach out, private message us. we'll be sharing more jokes with you because that was so fun. Now I'm going to have to go do some research on some super funny jokes. If you want to join us for the reboot, post reboot below. You've got till tomorrow night to grab it, or the 10-day challenge, post challenge below and we'll chat. So otherwise, I appreciate you all. Have a great night and we'll talk to you very soon.